Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to sew some drunkard's path blocks without pinning. And so what we do is we start off with our two pieces, and then we're going to take the larger piece and we're going to place it right sides together with the outer curve of the smaller piece. And we're just going to line up the edges like so. And we're going to place them under our presser foot. I have on a 1/4 inch sewing foot right now. So I'm going to slightly lift the foot and slide that tip under. And so just the first few stitches I'm chain piecing right now. So that's what you're seeing behind my foot. And I also have a knee lift that's really helpful because it frees up both of my hands to make minor adjustments on my curves. So I'm sewing just a few stitches and then I'm lifting my knee lift, and then a lot of times in the past whenever I've sewn curves, I made the mistake of actually stretching my fabric, and you don't really need to do that. So all I'm doing is I'm guiding the curves together, and it may look like I'm stretching, but I'm really not. So I'm going to sew a few more stitches following the curve with the guideline of my foot, lift the knee lift, readjust my fabric, continuing the guide of that curve. Just making slight minor adjustments. You don't want to make too large of adjustments. And then you also want to watch out for your fabric bunching up underneath your presser foot. So if you can see this right here, I'm going to lift my foot and I'm just going to adjust that fabric and spread it out just a little bit so that that doesn't make a pucker in my block. And I'm following the curve around still, lift my knee lift, guide the fabric around again. So it's just small minor adjustments that you're making, and it is slow going at first to kind of get the hang of this. But once you do it enough, it really starts to come naturally to you, and you'll be super impressed at all the time you're going to save on pinning your fabrics together. You won't have to do it at all, which is amazing. And one way to tell if you're overstretching your fabric will be if your top piece, which is this light gray piece in my video, is longer than the end point of my darker piece. And mine is just a tiny bit longer, but they're pretty even. So I may have stretched just a tiny bit, but for the most part, I nailed it. So you're gonna keep going. And if your top piece ends up being longer than your bottom piece, that's okay. You just need to keep practicing a little bit until you get the hang of it, and then your blocks will meet up perfectly.